Good evening and welcome to News 10 on my Fox 10. Indiana remains one of only 7 states that charges school textbook fees on families. In Governor Eric Holcomb's proposed state biennial budget, he called to eliminate textbook fees for students. He wants the state to front the full cost instead. But the Indiana House Republicans passed a budget that Democrats say eliminates textbook funding. If the Senate passes the budget, school corporations would have to pay instead. News 10's Kit Hanley has more on how this could impact the Vigo County School Corporation.
According to Democratic State Representative Tanya Paff, the Vigo County School Corporation would have to hand over $1 million to pay for textbooks during the 2024 school year. That is, if the Indiana House budget becomes final. Paff says Governor Eric Holcomb proposed a line-item budget earlier this year in support of the state paying for textbooks.
So basically, every student in Indiana gets their textbooks covered, let's just say at $250 a person.
But Paff says the Indiana House Republicans decided to go a different route. They voted to combine the $250 with the student funding formula.
What's bad about that is in the future, if it just stays as part of the student funding formula and that student funding formula gets cut in a few years, then the corporations have to keep picking up textbook fees for everyone.
For example, Paff says if the House budget passed tomorrow, families would not have to pay textbook fees, but the corporation would have to pay for the books instead of the state.
What we're trying to fight for is that the state make textbooks free for everyone, but it be a very specific line item in the budget, because in the end, that will help our corporations.
With corporations footing the bill, Paff says it could result in dated learning material.
Corporations can just say, oh, you know what, we'll just use those textbooks another 10 years because we have to pay for other things.
In a statement, the Vigo County School Corporation says, quote, with any piece of legislation, the VCSC will wait for the end of session and a finalized decision before commenting on the impact it will have on our school corporation. I also reached out to Republican Senator John Ford and head of House Budget Committee Jeff Thompson for comment. I have not heard back as of airtime. Reporting in Vigo County, Kit Hanley, News 10.
The Legislative Services Agency broke down the numbers per school corporation across the state, exactly how much each district would have to pay to cover textbooks for all kids. Here's a look at the 4 corporations in our area that would get hit the hardest if this bill passes. The Vigo County School Corporation would have to spend nearly $1.4 million. Clay Community Schools, nearly $500,000. Washington Community Schools, $345,000. And the Vincennes Community School Corporation, nearly $300,000. We'll continue to follow the progression of this proposal.